How do you do? It's me again. Live at 11:05, Sunday night. Don't even know what the date is anymore. Anyway, I've got a bit going on here. 17th of July, 2022. Anyway, first things first. I think I deserve this. I've just cracked open one of these cheap ciders. It's the weakest one, 4.5%, and I deserve it. I think after 5 days of making this project. Anyway, I'm going to pour it on. I've got it full of ice. I have to have loads of ice. So it's not an advertisement for cider. It's just I'm gasping for one. Right. Anyway, I've spent a lot of time on this project, so let's show you what we got now. You're never going to believe this. I changed it again. This is the 5th time in as many days. Oh my god. Anyway. Well, I'm going to have a sip before I start chuntering on. Oh dear. That's nice. Oh dear. Nice. Right, okay. Right, so where do we start? God knows. Anyway, you might notice there's an extra tier. There's an extra tier. It's just because I got enough material for an extra tier. I've got 2 pieces of 250 by 600mm, 12mm thick, semi-transparent, the polycarbonate or acrylic, doesn't really matter. And there's a 5mm piece of 250 by 250 for the top. That's the 5mm bit there. And the rubber mat, you need a 1mm rubber mat, about 160 diameter. Just to protect the surface and to put your circuit board on. And it'll cover up, tell you what it'll do, it'll cover up, here we go. So if I take off the rubber mat, we've got, you haven't got all those holes, you've just got one hole. One hole in the middle. These are underneath the surface, these are the ones. That was the idea anyway. Hang on. It's hard to tell when you're like this. Let me go into that one. That'll be able to, you'll be able to tell then. Yeah. See that there? Right. So you can hardly see it, but there's the holes for the bearings, and you got the hole for the fixing. Anyway, back to the other one. Right, so yeah, I've made it modular. I've gone to town on it. If it's worth spending the time on anything, make sure you do it right. I can't do half a job. That's the only problem. Very difficult for me to do. Even down to decorating, I can't. If I decorate, I can't do a bodgy job. I've got to do it right. It takes a hell of a time to do it right. So that's I can't. It's just it's impossible for me to do it. Anyway. That's lovely. Right. Anyway. So rubber mat, yeah. Tell you what I'll do. I'll strip it down. And we'll start off with a circuit board on it for scale. We've done this again. We've done this a few times, but in order to show you what we've got here, I'll just give you the once round. So you've got base, and you got well, the base is a tier. I'll show you that. I'll tell you what, it might be better to build this on the way up. Yeah. Tell you what, I'll do it like this. Get rid of all this stuff. Right. Okay, so what you got now is this thing. I've gone from the big bearings I bought. I managed to get hold of some these bearings. They're only small, 12mm OD, 4mm ID, and 4mm thick. And I based it on in order to get the fixings, you want to buy the fixings. You want to do as least work as possible. So you build it like this, you won't even have to cut anything. M4 pin can be a brass pin or a BZP pin. 50mm long, so machine screw M4 50mm long. And you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 M4 BZP washers, standard size. Now, the washer needs to be, the bearing is 12mm OD, so your washer needs to be 8.9, yeah, 8.6 the washer is OD. Obviously the inner's 4mm M4, and the width of the washer, it is a standard washer, it's 0.8 of a mil. So you go to any hardware place and get these. Then the trick is that washer, see the shoulder of the inner of the swivel bearing. The washer has got to cover that, but not the rest of it. So basically, it's got to be able to swivel on the inner bit with the washer compressed. Okay, if it's covering over here, it's no good. Let's stop it spinning. Okay, so basically, what happens is when this is all tight, when that nut's tight there, all this is compressed, but all the swivel bearings can still move freely. Okay. Now, the bottom is slightly different to. Let me pour my drink. I've got to get my ice going. Hang on. Sorry. Right. Here we go. Yeah, I'm nuts. So what? So what if I'm nuts? You have to be nuts sometimes. I'd be nuts to work for 5 days on this for no money. Yeah, I don't care. I want a good one, and I want to be able to use it to demonstrate some of my stuff in the future. So. How's that? I put the G. Once I built it and it all works great, I'll stick the G code out. So all you got to do is go along and buy the materials, and well, if you can't find someone with a CNC who's all the work done, the G code is there. You just got to get the right size, thickness materials. And anyone with the CNC can knock it out for you. Yeah. You can make it out of wood, aluminium, or clear polycarbonate, clear acrylic, coloured acrylic, whatever you want. You can make it out whatever you want, right? So that's the stack. Let's put in the... Right, so first we've got some rubber feet. let me bring in the base. So these rubber feet are still on the right setting, yeah. The rubber feet, there's about half a mil indent. Let me get rid of the rubber feet. In the bottom layer, there's the indent for your rubber feet. Now the rubber feet, I've made them 15 mil by about 4 mil. So it'll be 3.5, 4 mil, 3.5 mil sticking down. Actually, did I put them into the well? Let me have a look. Where are we? No, I didn't sit them in, did I? That's it. I can do that live now. Didn't actually put them inside the well since after I created them. Let's do that now. Oh, go on in. Hang on. Sketch up for you. It's a bit. Right, so I need to go up 0.5 of a mil. That's it. Okay, let's have another look. Yeah, they're sat in there now. Nice. So self-adhesive. If you can't get 15, I'll just get the next size down. Doesn't matter. I've done it like because I want it to try and keep it stable. So you've got, this is tier D. I call them D. Reason being, the further down the tiers you go from the top, the more spinning, well, not more spinning, but the further distance to grab the parts with your tweezers. Okay. I've got rid of 2 of the bearings. There was 4 of these. Got rid of 2. And the way I've done it, so you build as you assemble them, you build it all off the stack. So yeah, let me just go show you. There we go. Let's go down the nuts, washer. That's the top one, top cover. No, top A tier bearings. Then you got your washer, and then your B tier washer, and C tier washer, and your D, your base. So it's a B tier, but it's a base as well. So your base is rock steady on your rubber feet. Okay. Now that is fastened in. Hang on, it's got bearings on it. So your 2 bearings sitting there, and it sandwiches. There's a 1 mil piece of material it's sandwiching into. I have to do that because would like to have a bit more, but I think it'll be alright. I mean, this should be a tight fit anyway. Real tight fit, hopefully. Oh, I need a sip. Anyone watching? No. Ah, it's good stuff, that. Right. Anyway, yeah, so I've got, you put this down, you got to mill this. These have to be milled both sides. So when I generate the G code, I'll set that one up first and this one. Then you'll mill all this around here, all these pockets. It could even cut it out. And then what we'll do, you'll have to flip it over on your CNC, and you'll have another set of G code for the back, which will cut out and recess these holes. It won't do anything there. They don't come all the way through. It'll mill out the feet, the recesses for the feet, and I'll do that. It doesn't have to cut them holes. It can all be done from one side. The final cutting can be done from one side. Okay. So that's that tier. So that is a little bit different to the rest of the tiers, that is. Because you've got to get this fixing in. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So get your bearings back in. There's your bearings and your washer. Alright, now that washer is critical. I'll tell you what, let me go on perspective. Right, go on to that. This washer, it's critical, 0.8 of a mil. Now, I've worked it out. I've built a stack here. Yeah, I'll show you. Alright, I built this stack. I put it on a circuit board. This is to prove it. It's a brass pin, 50 mil long. And this is the setup. I've had to pack it with washers instead of using the acrylic or the polycarbonate, a spacer. This is exact spacing. And what happens is the screw, once that's tight, the top cover will be held onto the shaft all the way through to the bottom. So that slot there, if you turn that, then the bottom turns. So the whole shaft and the compression, the whole thing turns. So this will be the top lid and it'll turn. But all these are spinnable. You can spin on all these, no problem. Right, and that's because the way these washers are set up is they're held onto the inner ID of the bearing. Same with this one as well. That's clamped. As you tighten up, it clamps these two bearings onto the material. Here, but it leaves enough room. There's enough clearance on this hole here to get past. So this is plastic. This is the acrylic or polycarbonate, and there's a hollow just where the two inner bits touch. So there's no friction there. They're in free space, you know what I mean? And it's held, it's held between there. Anyway, so there's that. Okay, what else can we say about it? Right, so then you've got your two springs, your two 3 mil springs. I think they're 3 mil. Oh, right there. I'm going to cut them up. You don't need a lot. I had 4 in, but I don't think you need 4 because they're not load bearing or anything. They're just there to snap the tier into position. And how it does that, it does it off the tier above it. So if we put in the, let's put the next set of bearings in now. I'll tell you what. Let's put the C tier in. So there's another tier sits here. Let's put the bearings in. Right, there's your bearings and your washers. Don't forget your washers. Yep. Okay. Now what it's done then, these are the 12 mil thick acrylic, and you got a hole, an M4 hole, 4 mil hole, 9 millimeters deep with a spring on it, and a 4 millimeter bearing, steel bearing, yeah. So that should be sprung loaded. It should be sticking up just a little bit. Just a little bit less than 1 mil. Well, 1 mil probably. You got 0.3 gap in there. So that by the time you've compressed that, what you'll have here is a 0.3 millimeter gap. Okay, so washer is 0.8 millimeter. So let me just go on to this view a minute. Now this washer, I don't think you see it's there. Let me just take off, where are we? Right, so take off there. And the bearing. It's hard to find out where they all are. Hang on, bearing. Washer bearing C. Yeah. Next tier. Base. So that's that bit. That's the washer there. So there's 0.25 of a mil of the washer used up for the bottom tier. A 0.3 used for free space. You've got 0.3 clearance potentially. And then you've got another 0.25 up into the other tier, the tier above it. Anyway, it gets a bit crazy, so let's go back to what we had. Okay, so we've got. Let's go back to perspective. Yeah, so we've got that. So we put another tier in. So once you get to this bit, let's hide the bottom tier. Alright, once you get to this bit, side the bearings. Washer, bearings, see. Yeah. No, wrong one. Bearings D, the base, there it is. See, once you get to this tier, well, have I got that selected? This is an equal thing, this is. So that must be the previous bearings washer. I know. D's washer, where is it? There it is. Yeah, so that's the these are equal, these are. So you've got your row, you've got your row of indents for your ball bearing. This services the row below. As you can see that there. The bearings like this that are on the other tier, let me bring that up and that base. See that there. So this same setup again, 9mm deep, spring and ball bearing, just sits in that there, and the same. Oops, going on here. Right, yeah. So you got same this side. So you got one either side. Might only need one. It's just to give it a click effect. We'll put two in just to. I don't know. It's a bit, You could take one out. It depends what you got. Try it. I gotta build it and try it. Anyway, so that one. So the without that one, there's no clicky going on. As soon as you put that C tier on, right, you've got yourself. It's doing the clicky for for both of them actually. Okay. Well, it's not doing it for both of them. It's doing it for the bottom one. But you'll hear a click because it's held into the top one here. Yeah, so that one will click into the top one. And conversely, this top one's going to click into the exact same setup again. Down here. Okay. And let's put the bearings in. Might as well stick the bearings in. So you got your full stack going on here. Okay. So you could effectively, if you only want one tier, you could just fit the lid. I mean, you could just say I don't want that. You want the base, that. You could just have that there and a cover. So you could basically move all this down one. So you could switch like that and just bring the cover down. You have to have a smaller M5 pin though. So that'll give you 2 rows. So if you don't like the height of it, now the height now is obviously it's gone a bit deeper. So you've got that to there, 54mm plus your 4mm feet, so it's 58.2mm. So just under 60 millimeters, 6 centimeters. Okay, so if you can't work that high up, might be better. Obviously, the deeper you go here, if you're gonna go down to the bottom here with your tweezers, it might be a bit awkward to grab them. So I thought about keeping it open here so you could go in and grab them easier. But just in the manufacturers, it's better to just mill it round like that instead of going up and round, and it looks better. I think it looks better, but I don't know. I mean, still open about that, but hopefully I think I've finished. Don't want to change it anymore. I'm going to try it. So the idea is that the ones you use regularly, you put on the top tiers. Alright, I'm just going in again for a bit more. Just to give it a chance to get cool with the ice. Right. Anyway, so, yeah. It's one of those things, you've got to try it. So what I will do is I'll store all my stuff I don't really use a lot in the bottoms. And all the stuff I need to access. Might store larger stuff in the bottoms. You know, so, because if you're going to put your tweezers down into there, if it's too, if it's too small, you might have trouble picking it out. But it's experimental, and I mean, if I find I might lose one of the tiers, you never know. Go back to the 3-1 or even the 2. So, well, basically, yeah, you could do that. Right. So, what I'm trying to say is all this is modular. Say if I wanted to go taller, if I didn't, say if I just wanted to store stuff in there. The taller you go, the more trouble you're going to have to get your stuff out. So maybe this will have to be extended out. But you're not going down to the, yeah, you're going down to the bottom here, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, so you're gonna have to reach down. How far are you gonna have to reach down? So you have to reach down at least 41, 50 mil. You got to reach down to get your piece out. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Sorry, it's a bit mad. Made more sense when there was less tiers. But I'm just trying to use up my plastic. But you can make it with less tiers if you want. You can make it with less tiers. There's 3 different ones. There's the bottom base, and there's a top plastic cover. And then there's the tiers, but each of the tiers are the same. The base is the only one that's different. There's a different bearing here. Same bearing, sorry. Different depth of the bearing of the cutout of the G-code. And it has these imprints for the feet. Now, I've lost... With doing it this way, with this stack, I haven't got enough room on a 5mm plastic there. I haven't got that enough mil to have a recessed rubber. So the rubber will have to just sit. The rubber 1mm self-adhesive round 160mm diameter rubber. Just have to stick it on. Stick it on. I was actually gonna put a hole there so you can disassemble it. Imagine disassembling it though. Your springs won't pop out because there shouldn't be that much pressure on them. Yeah, so I mean it's one of those things, isn't it? You could drill a hole there and sit. You can still sit your stuff on, but you see an ugly nut showing. You have to fill it with something. Anyway, let's build one. Let's build it. Right, is there anything else I forgot to tell you? Hang on, let's just put a circuit on it. There you go. So, yeah, I was gonna... See what it is. When you turn this layer, hang on, let's tell you what. Let's turn it. Let's turn it. Is that part of that? Let's group them together. Okay, so if you turn that, okay, so we're gonna basically if you turn that, what's gonna happen is the whole stack, the bearing stack, I'll call it, or the core, will move with it, and the bottom base really you don't want to move. You leave it there on the rubber feet. So leave that on the rubber feet. Hang on, let's do it another way. Right, let's go that, and that. So if I want to access, can I do this? Have I got to group them? Alright, so oh, I haven't stuck my labels down, have I? I mean, there was something I forgot to do. Right, so that needs to be associated with that group. It's alright, because I've designed it all over again. I've literally built it again from the ground up. Right, let's try again. So you got that. Come on, get out of it. So you turn that, yeah. Oh, I haven't got the A's and B's and C's. Hang on. Right, let's try again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. Right, so it's still a bit weird, eh? So we move that around, say, move that around to there. Okay, so I'll have a look down it. Oh, what's happened here? Oh, I've left one behind. What's that? I've done something wrong, haven't I? Hang on. Can't work out what went wrong then. Have I got more than one label there? What's it do? No, that's right. Must have just left one behind. What was that one? No, that's right. Okay. It's right. Okay, so go top cover. Top cover. Hang on, what have I done? Oh, I've grouped too much, haven't I? That's fine. Oh, I see what I've done. Ooh. What am I doing? Oh, that's got that as well. Where's that got that? What have I done here? Make group. God, I've messed it up now. Undo, close, undo, open. Undo, close, undo, open, undo, close, undo, open, undo, close, undo, open. Undo group, 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 undo group. Okay. So that's got to go with that one. And that one. That and that group. Make a group. Then join it with that one. Make a group. Okay, that one, and that one. Group. That one, and that one. Group. That one, and that one. Group. Okay. So now it should work as I thought it would. Hang on. So we've got, oh, that one wants to be a group, doesn't it? So that's a group with that. Yeah, a group. Okay, so we've got that. And we're gonna turn it. Okay, here we go. Yes, that's turning now. Oops. Let's turn this way. So put it onto, so it should snap. Okay, let's try that. Is that snapped? Yeah, let's have a look down it. Yeah, so we're all snapped and lined up there. That's good. Okay. Right. No, the label's not quite lined up right there on the bottom. Yeah, I did mess around with them actually. They're lined up, but I've got to sort them out. But the labels, you got to put your own labels on it anyway. Right. So there we go. There we have it. Okay. Undo, rotate. Yeah. So basically, let's just go through what we've done with it. So the bottom tier, fitted feet, slightly different bearing to the rest to allow for this pin. C, B, and A is exactly the same as one another, and the lid is different. And the mat sits on top of the plastic now instead of recessed. So get your bits out and put them on around the sides of your object if you wanted to. Just put them on there. It's rubber mat. It's not going to go far. And then you can just spin it around. Yeah, what I was trying to say earlier is the base. The base doesn't move, you see. The base can't be moved because it doesn't make sense to swivel the base on the table. And it's got rubber feet to hold it still. Now you might say, well, why have you put handles on it? Well, I'll put the handles on just to be tactile, so you can grab the handles with one hand, one the other, and you've got some your fingers and opposing thumb. You can use it to lever these off with. So you can blindly line them up. Now, if you're trying to watch the screen or get a component and then line it up accurately, you might not. You'll be like this. You'll be zoomed right in trying to do it, and you can't see what you're doing. So your hands are the only things that can, one of your hands can line it up, make sure you're all lined up, or ready to move into the next one. So you get the idea. Yeah. There's an Arduino Mega again to show you the size. Okay. And a little NeoPixel model. NeoPixels, again, LiDAR and a temperature sensor thermopile. So, I don't know. See, I could lose this. I could bring that right out. But then you'll have a horrible looking shape. Does it matter? Bit like my older design. Hang on, let's bring up the old design. Where about old design? Yeah, this one. Remember this one? Like that. Hang on, is there a base on that? Can't see the base. Ball bearing, spring top, BC. That's right. I probably didn't have one on that. Yeah, I didn't have. This is an earlier one. Didn't have one. So I had a recessed thing around it, but then you can access it. Let's just. I tell you what. Let's see if we can just do that now. Right. Let's see what happens. Oops. What's going on here? Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. That's why. Okay. So, turn it round. Let's have a look. Looks better like that, doesn't it? You get access to your components easy. Maybe I'll go back to this idea, but keep it level with this. Yeah, so just have the cutout exactly level with this. So it's the size of that, basically. I mean, yeah, because it makes sense. You don't want to fish in there. So my title saying this is the final one. It's not quite right, is it? Oh, excuse me. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, I like that idea. So, well, didn't want to mill around this. I was thinking of the weight. I was thinking of the weight of it. Hang on, what's the old design too? What was that like? Yeah, that was another one that I lost it on. That was the other one, yeah. Is there any more design? New design? Where's that? Oh, I got, yeah, stuff everywhere. Yeah, that was the new design with yeah, so that was the one previous. That's just me setting up the stack, testing the stack on some plastic. That's that stack we're using now. And there's a couple more bearings that I grabbed hold of. Right, so this one here. See, that was okay then, because it wasn't that high to reach the bottom. But this one's going to be a bit more awkward here. And it actually makes quite logical sense now that this idea, not that one, this one here. That looked okay. So if I just come over to here like that, so it all lines up square. I mean, because I mean, when you bring it round, I mean, to get to this tier, this bottom, you'll have to line them up anyway. Actually, you could. What would happen now if you did? What would happen if I kept it open like that and I just brought? If I brought that one over, you could still reach in from the front. That might be a beneficial, maybe. Let's try that. Let's have a look. Let's undo. Okay, do that there. Right, let's just imagine, so I'm moving one of the layers, this one. So let's move that. No, that's not it, is it? That's it. So let's move this one. I'll move that one to there, so. No. Let's move it to there. Okay, let's see what we got now. So I can't get to that one because that's covered by the cover. I can get to that one. Alright, and I can also get to that one. If I want to. So I suppose you could leave that where it is. So you could move the one out the way, keep the top in the way. Am I in? Hang on, am I in that funny mode still now? Okay. Yeah, so you could pick your part out of there with a tweezer, put it on, and pick one out of there as well. So I think we're gonna have to go back to that one, that idea. It should be easier this time because I've gone. I'd have to do a rounded piece there. It wouldn't be square. Now these won't be square either, but they'll be milled as near. There'll be a slight curve. Oh, the question is, do I like the idea of being able to access that and that? I think it makes more sense. So let's just rotate them back again. Let's rotate them back. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, something's gone wrong here, isn't it? What's gone wrong here? Right, let's try this. This is kind of thing. It's harder to do in this than it is to do in real life. Okay. One of them, one of them, one of them. Okay, so we're back like that. So the bottom one, there's no need to be like that, is it? It's only the bottom one can stay as it is, and it's just the top tiers. Yeah, the top tiers have to be moved. The only thing is the only thing is it's possible to not line them all up. It's possible not to not line them all up and then walk away and all your stuff fall out. But then you'll have the handles to make sure they're all lined up anyway. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go that way. Okay, so that's a reason for having a few different designs. 4 of them. 4 designs, yeah. Okay, let's why not do it now? It didn't take that long. Right, let's get rid of these old ones. Okay, we're back on this one again. So we like the idea. Now the question is, do you need the lid like that? Access via the lid. Suppose it won't. It won't. Unless I copy the whole thing and leave the one intact. Got the choice then, haven't you? I'll tell you what, let's copy the whole thing. That's version 5 then. Here we go. Hang on. Let's copy everything. Let's just put everything ready. All to do with this stuff. Yeah, so have we got everything selected? Yeah. Okay, copy. It's going to take a little bit to copy. Yeah? Save. Right, we'll put it somewhere. Paste. Paste in place. And we're going to move it over. Move it over 400 mil. That'll do. Okay, need to make it all. Remember to make it unique. Okay, so the bottom one stays as it is. Will that look weird though? The bottom as it is. Not really. Yeah, it's got to be like that. Otherwise, it will look weird. I don't know. Right. Okay. Let's go get that. Switch some of the stuff off. There you go. Where are we? Rubber mat off. The cover. A, B, C. So that one we said stays as it is, so we'll leave that one alone. Now this one, well, these are all components. These are components that should change all three. If I double click, no, it's not showing yet. I mean, no, let's just go like that. Right. So if I double click on that one, oh no, they're all separate. Thought I made them components, obviously didn't. That's a shame, isn't it? Hang on. Could have sworn I did. Oh well. Doesn't matter, I'll have to do it to each one. Right. So I want seat here. I'll get rid of the feet. Rubber feet. Okay. So all we've got to do then is extend this out. Extend that out. I've got to make it unique. No, it's not a component here. So I'm going to make it unique. That's okay then. Right, so I was just going to extend these out to here. Right, it'll be easy enough, shouldn't it? So just carry that arm out to there. Okay. Carry that one out to there. Okay, let's see what we've got now. So I've just got to hollow that out, haven't I? That's a full one, yeah, it's okay. Let's go on to face style, X-ray, and just do that again. Okay. Try and do it one-handed. Oops. Okay. So I should be able to eliminate that now. Now we want a bit of a radius on here, don't we? Nice little radius curve on here. Easier said than done. Let's see what we can come up with. Okay, I need to. This is where I need to put the tape measure on it. So we'll go along that direction. It's not having it, is it? No. It's not having that. Why not? I think we're going to have to go into this. Copy these. There's nothing else there, is there? Right, cut that. Cut. Go into it. Paste in place. Okay. And want to make sure. Let's see what we can do. Okay, I got that there. Okay. So we should be able to lose. Hang on, paste. No, not paste. Come out of there. Paste. I need to keep that for in a minute. For the next one. Okay. Alright, see what we can do with that. I don't want to lose the surfaces. So we've lost the surface there anyway. That's okay, that's okay. Right, so I should be able to just get rid of that. So what we need to do now is give it a curve. A nice curve, so let's just measure from there. Why doesn't it follow that? It should be following that. Right. 5 mil. That's 5 mil, is it? No, I don't want 5 mil, do we? 2.5 mil. I'll go 2.5 mil. Can we put a nice... Is it going to snap to it? No, not enough segments. Not enough segments. It's not at 90 as well. On the face. Parallel to edge of outside active. Number of segments too large for a given angle and radius. Okay. Right, okay. Undo guide, undo guide. Uh, 5 mil. Okay, let's do 3 mil. 3 mil. See if we can do 3 mil. 3 mil. Let's see if we can go from there to there. Number of segment too large for angle of radius. Right, okay. It's because it's on a weird, it's on a weird angle. Yeah, look at that, see that? So, unless I just let the drill bit, I could let the drill bit do it. Let the drill, the bit create the rounded bit as it follows the tool path. It's not a nice way to do it though. So, is there anywhere, hang on, tell you what, instead of forcing it, I'll go to wherever it wants to go. How do you know that? How can I tell? What's that one do? Pi. So I should be able to go from there. 4 mil. 5 mil. How can I follow the direction? This is a bugger, isn't it? Let's just say 4 mil, 4.5. Go on in. 4.5. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing there. Anyway, I suppose if I take it out and then I can work it out after. Let's take it out first. We'll always alter that after. Right, here we go. Right, I'm going to take that out. Ready? Have I got my sheet still? Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got. I'll get rid of that label after. But I should make sure I've still got my surfaces. Without them surfaces, you can't do it. Yeah. You need your surfaces, otherwise you're going to be the right game to get your surfaces back. Yeah. Okay, so then I need to get rid of this line now. Will it let me? I was clicking the wrong stuff here. So I'll get rid of that. As I've got my surface still. Got my surface, yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's save that. Now I should have my original still there anyway, so it's not the end of the world if I have to revert back. Yeah, my original is still intact. Okay. So I suppose C would have to go on here, wouldn't it? That would have to sit in there, really. Yeah. Okay, we can do that. Let's do that now. Okay, let's go back, go that way. Oh, it's gone too far, has it? Oh no. Oh, because I'm in X-ray mode. Hang on. X-ray mode. See how it's flicking. I just need to bring it forward a touch. I need to just drag that forward. 0.1 of a mil. That's it. So it's slightly forward of the. That's better. Okay. So what? Oh, that's gonna have to be. Yeah, they need to be coloured. Okay, so let's colour that now. So I want to colour. Hang on. Hang on. Have I lost the? Oh, I have lost it now. Oh no! I've got the wrong tool. Right. So yeah, I'm hollow. That's hollow, isn't it? That's not. So how can I get that back to be solid again? Alright, let's see if I can get that to be a solid pane. Because yeah, it's not selecting that one. So if I do that and that, yeah, that's solid again. Okay, so I've saved that. Okay. That's it. So we're there. Oh, wrong tool again. Okay, okay. And this one will be the same. Okay, let's just try that. See what we got. Okay, we'll just do the one for now. Right. Okay, so that's okay. Let's save it. Let's try it. See what if it looks better. Okay. Right, so this is the one, but I said this was the one before I started broadcasting, but maybe this is the one. Okay, so we want the base. We want that, and that. Okay. So what does it look like? Better? Maybe. Yeah, I like the idea that you got accessibility into there. Yeah. Okay, I think we'll do that too. Shall I do that to all of them? Yeah, I might as well. Yeah, makes sense. Right, let's just copy that then. Oh, not that one. This one. Right, let's grab hold of that. So we want that, 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 and that. And we want that, 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 and that. Copy. Paste in place. Hey, what's happened there? Oh, paste in place. I've got to lift it up. Yeah, so I've got to come up 12.3. Okay. Let's see if that will work. Let's try it. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. That one. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. See, I've got my face there. I've got my face there, yeah. Oh, still one there to get rid of. And we haven't got a face here again. No. Okay, so I'm going to have to draw down there. Okay, and down there. I'm going to have to fill these up. And I'm going to have to move that to the back. And bring it forward 0.1 of a mil. Okay. So that's 2 of them done. Just the one. Do this one now. Okay. Right, this one. Paste in place. That needs to come up 24.6. 24.6. There you go. Right, here we go again. So lose that. Lose that. Lose that. Lose that. And lose that. And draw down there. And down there. Fill. And sort the label out. Oh. That's weird, isn't it? Cut. Paste. And push that onto there. On face. bring it back. 0.1. Okay. Get rid of that. Okay, so we've got the ABC done. Now it looks weird with that one there, doesn't it? That's okay. you can't win. So now this looks weird with that there. That looks weird now. Yeah, because you've got to reach around under it. Okay, let's just do that one then. Okay, here we go. Why doesn't it let me do it? Oh, I'm not in X-ray mode, that's why. X-ray mode. Okay, up from there. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. See, I managed to do this one. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Still got the surface there. Still got that surface. Okay, so I've got it there. Okay. So now it looks weird with that one there. So jumping back and forth, aren't we, on these designs? It's a little bit different now. Okay, so that'll give me access to. Let's get the rubber mat back. There's the design. Let's see what it's like when we turn it, save it. Sup. I'm gonna sup on this. Oh, my ice is melting. Nice. Is there any more left? Yeah, a bit left. Let's get that in before it goes. Oops, that was noisy. Sorry. Sorry. Right. Okay. So what does it look like? Do we need to get rid of that? But is there any point? Not really. Other than that sticky label needs to be look weird, that's it. Let's try and spin it around, see what happens. So I'll take that one, and that one. To take that one. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So I'll go around 2. Let's have a look at what we've done. So the base has stayed where it is. And we've turned the whole thing round. I thought we weren't going to turn the top bit. Why are we turning the top bit? So that gives us access to our bin, which is exactly the right size, apart from this bit here. Yeah, we still got our, hang on, we still got our surface. Yeah. Still got our surface. So yeah, we're turning our lid. Okay. So that's the bases stay where it is, and we've turned our lid that way. I thought I wasn't going to turn the lid. You got to turn the lid. That's the only way to get at stuff. Oh no, you got to turn the underneath. Yeah, sorry, I did it wrong. Because the old base didn't have any, wasn't going to have anything in there. Yeah, so if you want to access the bottom layer, you got to turn the lid. Yeah, that's right, that's right. If you want to access the D layer, or D tier, you've got to turn the whole thing. Alright. But in all other circumstances, let's go back. Okay. On all of the circumstances, you don't have to touch the top lid. Because if I want to get to the bottom trays, I can either move the bottom, but it's difficult because it's got the rubber feet on. Where's the rubber feet? Got the rubber feet holding it down. So in that case, you turn the whole thing to get at the bottom layer. Then if you want to keep the top layer still and you're just working on these 3 tiers, you just got to move these individuals. So you leave the top where it is. So if I want to get to the middle layer, I've got to move those. So I'll bring that round. Yeah, the top stays where it is. Actually, there's no point in that. Hang on. No point in moving 2 of them, because you can only get to the layer in question. Oh no, hang on. Sorry. Yeah, you move the 2 to get to the... Let's have a look. Oh, I've moved the top lid again. No, I haven't. So it just gets confusing. Yeah, so... Yeah, I see. Let's undo that. Right, so let's say I want to get into... I want to get C. Tell you what, now I want to get B22 over to this window. So I select that. And I turn that, that's the wrong one. I turn that towards me. B22. Okay, so have I got B22 lined up? Yeah. So B22 is lined up and I can get into the box. Okay, and then I can fill the box, get into it, and but it's showing me, it's not showing me the B anymore, it's showing me A. But that's A tier there, so really, does that need to show you the letter that you're looking into? But that's for that tier. This B's gone over to there. So maybe that B needs to be up 1. So when you're over it, but then what happens if you're 2 down? Let's go back again. Right, let's go. I want to get into 23. So I want to, let's go back this time the other way. So I want to get into C tier, position 3. Okay. These will snap in real life. These will snap into the. Hang on, what have I done? No, I've done it wrong, haven't I? What? I'm supposed to leave the base where it is. The base is where it is. Yeah. Top's where it is, and the base is where it is. But I'm into 21 instead. But I can actually access This is crazy. Yeah, hang on. So I'm accessing, what am I accessing here? I'm accessing A21, and I can also put my tweezers in because I've opened the sides up onto C3 via that. So is that a benefit or is that a bad idea? I don't know. It's okay as long as you push them all back when you're finished. This is crazy. This is going to be nuts. It's going to take a bit of muscle memory to manage this. So I can access that. I can also access that. Okay, do I need to access more than one? Because it's not hard enough trying to mount your parts. Anyway, so you can, that's probably one reason to keep with that model where you know you have to go in through the top. But why limit yourself when you can access more of it? So potentially, if I undo, tell you what I'll do. I'll grab this tier, grab that tier there, rotate it. Why am I still seeing the old one? New design. Oh, I've got my new design. Oh, that is my new design. That's why. This is my other new design. So let's go. Let's bring this one back a minute. Just that one. So bring it to the next tier down. Okay. Just want to see what happens when you stagger them. So I can access that one. I can access. Oh, I can't access that one. There's nothing to access. Tell you what. Let's do it. Right. Let's bring that one over to the access. Let's just tell you what. Let's start this way. Okay. So access that one. Just want to see what it looks like. Oh, not quite lined up there, look. Not quite lined up. So I want that one. So I want to line up to 1. Yeah. Then I want to line this one up to that one. I'm gonna go. I'm already there anyway, aren't I? Yeah. So I can access 21. I can access 1, B1. I can access C1 and D1. So it's possible to access 1, 2, 3, 4 different areas. That's probably a good thing, isn't it? So I'm just be picking and placing bits. So these will be labelled up with the values of the parts. So you could put your parts strategically placed so these 2 patterns get you access to the bits you need. And this is, let me just get rid of this here. Right. So, and this is what it looks like, staggered like that. So this is where your hand memory comes in, muscle memory. It could be like a keyboard thing, isn't it? Like so you could from the left you can spread them like that. They go click, click, click. So they're all lined up when you go click, 1 click, 2 click, 3 clicks, and that lets you have 1, 2, 3, 4 areas to access. What about if I line them all? What will that look? Yeah. Yeah, so that's basically what you're going to be looking at. So to bring it all back into line, you just run your hand up and down there and line them up. This is a weird thing, you know, very strange. Anyway, created some kind of krypton factor. You could say to someone, "Oh, do I act? I want with the least amount of moves. How do I access 1, 2, 3, and 4 on different tiers?" It's like a bloody Rubik cube, isn't it? Crazy life, man. Anyway, what's that? Well, that's not lined up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, gotta sort these labels out. So, yeah, I think it's time to make it. So, do I like accessibility more than one? Yeah, I think I do. Could you lose your components if you moved it without lining it all back up to 0? Yeah, you could probably lose some components. All right, let's put it all back together. So we're there. Oops. We're lined up there. So let's bring that one back around to there. Now start from the bottom. So bring that one round, rotate that back. Oops. No, it's no good doing it like that. You've got to come out of the. You've got to come out. Oh, got nowhere to line it up. That's it. Without the ball bearings, right? And then that's done. So this one next. Oh my god. Okay. Bring that back to. Where is it? Snap. That's it. And then this one. Bring this one back to there. Oops. Okay. So we're all lined up down here on the handles. And everything's protected. You got your surface there. All lined up here. You can put your safety pins in there to stop it moving around. And everything else is covered up, yeah. Okay. That's it, that's about it really. So I think this is going to be the one. The only other question is, these labels need to be offset, don't they? So that bit A needs to go up on here really. But then you'll see A, B, C, D. But it represents the tier in front. Yeah. Just bringing that over the hole, you're looking at C. Well, you'll be like this build, so it's not really. You can see D there. And once you've moved them around, you don't know which one you're on. But do I need to make this the same? Possibly. Do I need to make it the same? I don't know. I mean, there's nothing that you cut. It's no need to cut it out because it's going to give it access to the tabletop. It's not going to help you any. No, we'll keep it practical. We'll leave it like that. Okay, that will do. So we can line them up there and there. Right, I think I'll have to build one now. Right, that's going to about do it then. I'll leave it at that. It's up at 25 to 1 in the morning. I'm going to finish my drink off. All the ice is now melted. Okay. So, I'll go for that. I'm going to build that now. That'll bit of practical use. It's a bit of a weird one, yeah, I must admit. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. We've been running for an hour and 30 minutes. That'll about do it. I've been Dave from UPass, who's been temporarily diverted from his main project of ESP32 audio video intercom to making this Carousel surface mount device, surface mount technology, manual pick and place carousel. Okay. Right, yeah. So during this week, back to work this week, so I had a week off. During this week, I shall mill a few out and turn it into G-code and mill them out. Okay, so this time next week, maybe, or earlier, I might have a physical one to have a look at. Yeah, so you can make them out of wood, aluminium, plastic, whatever you want. As many tiers as you want. Or you could just do away with the 3 tiers and just have a spinny top. So you put your overhead gantry on the top, put your electronic parts on, your board, just pick and place. Once you've solder pasted your board, obviously you'll have to just go around to where they are. I don't know. Maybe slight madness on this, but we'll see. Okay, that's going to be it for now. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you the once over quick dismantle already. So lose that, lose the mat, lose the cover. Hang on, am I still in a... No, I'm not in X-ray mode. Start again. So mat, cover, tier A, tier B, tier C, bottom tier, rubber feet, nut, washer, bearings, washer, bearings, washer, bearings, washer, bearings, and finally screw. Okay, let's just bring them all back up again. Let's have a cover, rubber mat, and let's finish off with the first model I built, Arduino Mega, and give it a spin around. Still got the other model there as well. Okay, what about a zoomed in? Should we try and zoom in on it? Go on in. There you go, have a panoramic. I should build a building complex out of this. Right, that's going to be it. Oh, I've got 2 of them now. Choice of whichever one. This one probably. Okay, there's a NeoPixel. For scale, NeoPixel. Right then, I'm gone, and I'll build one as quick as I can, and we'll give it a go. Alright, so signing off, Dave. UPass, we're gone. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.